John has a little piece of a DCCC ad that we decided we wanted to play. Some of you may have seen it. They sent it out this week. But before Alan comes up, why don't you play that, John?
107 Democratic candidate recruits from 36 states are in the Capitol today, learning the ropes from leaders who hope to net the 25 seats needed for the Democrats to take back the House.
They're problem solvers. They're not ideologues. They are small business people, entrepreneurs, innovators, a NASA astronaut, a restaurateur, Army generals, mayors, police chiefs. They know how to get things done and solve problems, and that's why I'm confident that we can take back this House.
Hello, my name is Annie Custer.
Jose Hernandez.
Brendan Mullen.
Mark Takano.
Val Deming.
Sal Pace, and I'm running for Congress.
And this is Alan Grayson, who's not the DCCC.
Thank you. Thanks. I hope you enjoy this product placement. Okay, good. Yes, I used to be Alan Grayson. Still am. I listened to that DCCC ad just now, and I listened to it before, and I said to myself, where's the policy? Where's the policy? You know, I think that politics needs to be about something. That's how I've always felt, and I think many of you probably agree with me about that. I am surprised, and I have to say somewhat disturbed, to think that it's degenerated to the point where you just say things like, I believe in a better America, and somehow that's enough to get elected to Congress. I think you need to be a little more specific about what you believe in, and people need to understand the choices that they have in front of them. The other side has no difficulty in asserting this. I mean, they've boiled it down to 4 words. Less government, lower taxes. Or in their more honest moments, no government, no taxes. That's what they say among themselves. We need to, on our side, give people some understanding of what we're in favor of. And I don't see any effort being done to do that. I didn't see any effort in the last election, and we all saw the results. All across the country, Democrats didn't vote because they, I think, had no idea what they were voting for. Now, it's not exactly as if there's no problems to solve right now. I think we all understand that. It's not exactly as if we all live in such a nirvana that we don't need to worry about politics. But what's happened is that from the Democrats' perspective, you almost start to think like many Democrats view politics as if you're joining a club. You know, it's the Lions Club or the Rotary Club. And I've never felt that way. I've said this before. I think it's more like joining a gang. You know, it's like the Crips or the Blood. And the other side, they clearly, you know, they have their colors, and we, what are their colors?
Blue and red.
Right. And we seem to not understand what our colors are, much less what our territory is. To show you how bad this problem has become, we had our annual meeting of the Florida Democratic Party last week, and I went to the meeting and had some fun. We had some fun together. They started a Florida Progressive Caucus, and I gave the first speech. There was a long discussion before this annual meeting about the existence of a platform for the Florida Democratic Party. And the discussion was not what should be in the platform. The discussion was, should we have a platform? And it went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then what happened was the head of the Florida Democratic Party established a committee to make a recommendation to him about whether to have a platform. And the committee was supposed to make that recommendation after our annual meeting, so there was no platform. There was nothing to vote on. There was nothing to accept. In the last election, I can't tell you what it was that our candidate for governor was proposing. I literally don't know. You know, we had a more than a year-long campaign, and I don't remember, and this is not to disparage Alex, but just to point out the problem, because she's not the only one like this. I don't remember Alex ever coming forth with anything resembling a Democratic policy proposal. In a state where there's 20% of the people without health coverage, 40% of the Latinos have no health coverage in Florida. 4 million people can't see a doctor when they're sick. And she had nothing to say about that. So I don't really know why Democrats think that they can win if they don't stand for anything. You know the old saying, if you stand for nothing, then you'll fall for anything. And honestly, there's been plenty of signs of that the last few years. As Howie well knows, in races like, let's say, an Alabama congressional race, we literally have party money being spent to make the case that our Democratic congressman in Alabama votes 80% of the time with John Boehner. That ad actually ran. So we have well-meaning people who actually care about the party all over the country, donating their $10, their $15, their $25. And it all becomes this giant pile of money that the DCCC doles out every 2 years, $80 million in the last cycle. And they end up running it on ads that, you know, as Churchill would have said, there's no theme to this pudding. It's just pudding. And I think that somebody, and I'm hoping that, again, you all will carry this forward, somebody will take the party by the shoulders, shake the party, and wake it up.